Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more Persona 5 Royal. We're at part 12, and we are finally about to take down Kanashiro himself. But before we do that, we're just gonna quickly see if there are any confidants that need leveling up, and it looks like it. Oh, no, let's just use Gay.
So do we send the calling card? Not now.
Yeah, and as you can hear, joining me again is my brother Jude from Atamo Workshop.
Hello.
Okay, so
As usual, I'll be reading the comments. Any questions or things you want to talk about, I will read in the comments, and we will discuss anything we decide to anyway.
Yeah, just feel free to talk about whatever you want. Could be how your day went, what game you're currently playing, or just earlier this week, we finally got the last Smash Brothers character. Now, you remember in the last part we talked about how there was no way Sora was going to be able to come to Smash Brothers because Disney pretty much have their paws on him. Well,
their workaround was
well, guess who got announced as the last DLC fighter for Smash Brothers?
their way around it being to have no Disney characters.
Yeah, they just completely cut out Donald and Goofy and replaced them with the Raft and Palpu fruit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So didn't they replace one of the murals? They swapped it out for a Palpu fruit and Raft.
Yeah.
Rido's in the chat. Hello, Rido.
Hello.
I got 2 big games this weekend. What'd you get?
Probably Metroid Dread is one of them, I'm hoping.
Yes, more people should buy Metroid Dread.
Yes, they should.
Not pirate it.
Yes, yeah. Just Kotaku actually just made an article earlier today about how pirating Metroid Dread brings out better visuals, encouraging them to pirate.
Did it say better visuals?
Yeah, it was
I thought it just said it ran well, didn't it?
Well, that too, but also just that you can run it at like 4K and whatever.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's not good. Right, I can't remember if there are any prerequisites to socialize with. Oh yeah.
Rido says I had to rebuy MGS5. You poor man. I deleted my PSN account 2 years ago, lol. And Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 is a great option.
MGS5 you can get for like £5 nowadays.
Yeah, did you get it on sale at least? Because you shouldn't buy that full price. It goes on sale so often you can get it for like £5.
Yeah.
Or I guess like probably 6 or 7. Maybe $8. I don't know what it is in dollars.
It's ridiculously cheap anyway, and more often than not, I've seen the definitive experience be about the same price as the actual Phantom Pain without Ground Zeroes.
But Final Fantasy 15 is a good option as well. I enjoyed it. I still haven't finished it, but I enjoy it when I play it.
Yeah, I finished it. It took a while to finish, but yeah, it goes on for a long while.
Ryder says I find JRPGs really boring, apart from Persona, right? So 15 being an action one made me interested. It was £4 as it was on sale. I'm guessing that's about MGS5. That's fine then. That's good.
Yeah.
Don't spend full money on MGS5.
But yeah, if you want.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, have you tried out Kingdom Hearts then? If you want an action JRPG.
What do you want from me this time?
Or I was gonna say Tales of Arise is a new one that came out. That's very fun.
Yeah,
and if you don't like the Tales games prior, at least try the demo maybe to Arise if you have a PS5 or a PC. You know, it's really good. It convinced me to play a Tales game, so it's impressive for just that.
What do you want? Just tell me.
And Birdman says, "Yo, I exist. Hello again, Birdman."
Congratulations on existing.
Woo.
I think it's Kaneshiro related.
And Rido says, "I liked KH1, but I don't like how complex the series gets. KH doesn't try to be more than it is."
KH1, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
You're missing out on the greatest bad guy voice of all time, Ansem.
No, Zemnis.
Zemnis, sorry. I'm getting confused. I'm seeing KH1, I'm talking about Ansem.
Although Ansem...
Zane,
yeah.
Billy Zane as Ansem is pretty good. But Ansem, or Zemnis in KH2 is amazing. He's even better in KH3. I love him. He's like my favorite bad guy voice. He's just got such a cool voice, and he's sassy.
How about we do this? You supply me with info on the Phantom Thieves, and I'll write articles based on what you tell me about them.
Yukiko's been hitting the hard times.
Yeah, she really fell hard after not becoming the manager of the inn.
Yeah.
All right then, it's a deal. I can create a lot of positive PR for the Phantom Thieves, so be sure to give me some good.
Why isn't Lala-chan a confidant?
Indeed. There was something else that happened apart from Sora coming to Smash Brothers this week, but I can't remember what for the life of me.
Doom Guys and Me costume.
Oh, that's one of them. Yeah. Oh man, the Doom fans must have been pissed.
It's unnatural.
I mean, it's a pretty good compromise.
Did you have an inside?
Hee-ho says T-Night. Hee-ho.
Someone who could
Hee-ho.
manipulate information for you?
I actually don't see your message tonight. Oh, there we go. It's just come in.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
I am thou. It shall but with the bird.
Oh, right. It says even Persona games are ones I can't replay often because of how meh I find its combat. Oh, that's a shame.
Ah, bummer. Even
Yeah.
fives with the best of the gameplay, arguably.
Yeah. I can understand. I don't replay the Persona games.
Don't
Um,
about this, okay?
I've tried to on a couple occasions. The only one that I've put any decent effort into replaying was 4 when Golden came to PC. Even then, I stopped at Kanji's dungeon. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just can't replay JRPGs either. It's weird.
Silence is golden. Fine, fine, fine. I won't make the high schooler drink. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom.
And Raito says it's the social sim aspect in cast.
You should go home.
Oh,
Well, that's a bummer.
I'm getting weird kind of delays and frame drops on the stream here for our Discord here. Is that coming through on the stream or is it just me?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Take care now.
It's recording off of the game capture itself, not so much that.
Hey, Lala-chan.
Oh, Raito's clarified. It's the social sim aspect in the cast that makes me like them. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, confused. Azrael does stuff. Says I love Oya. She's not to everybody's taste. She needs help.
Yeah, she does.
She's interesting enough, but like she needs help.
Come on.
T-Night93 says Metroid Dread came out and it gives me a dreadful hand cramp.
I haven't had any problems regarding like,
Yeah.
cramps and pushing too many buttons or whatever.
Josh has been playing it basically non-stop for 3 days.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm at the final boss, but he's kicking my ass currently, so I'm just scavenging around the previous areas to get all the items. So no spoilers. Yeah, we'll take care of Kanashiro. We got stuff to do.
Ryder says, like, even in games I find to have better combat, like SMT4 and Strange Journey, I can't replay them even if I love those 2 games. Well, again, Ryder, if you're looking for social sim and action combat, Tales of Arise fills both those voids for me. I literally beat it like 2 days ago, was it? 3 days ago?
Yeah.
And I absolutely adored it. I loved it. Start to end. The combat is amazing, and it's so much better than every other Tales combat I've ever seen. The Tales combat I've never liked until now. They really changed it up and made it feel really fluid and nice. I really like it. But if you've got a PC, try the demo, or if you've got PS5, try that demo. I think, is there an Xbox One version?
Might be. I don't know.
There might be a demo for that if you have an Xbox One. Robin Bell says, I almost watched your 7-hour video. It is a long one.
It is, yeah. It's 7 hours. It's nothing.
Cost me a lot to. Oh, did you decide?
You're not dedicated enough.
Yeah.
You want that one?
I question your devotion, Robin Battles.
I should do it. I'm just gonna save 100,000 because we're gonna need that for Chihaya soon to start her confidant. We need to buy that healing stone from her. So it looks like we're all ready. So let's go fight Kanashiro. But the first thing I'm going to do beforehand, going to sort out my party. So personally, I tend to go for Makoto, Yusuke, and Ryuji, mainly because magic doesn't matter a whole lot, I find, with Kanashiro's boss, and because Yusuke also now has an attack. Oh, I better put it on Arsene. Yeah, we did a lot of fusing last time. But yeah, since Yusuke now has a heavy attack, that's going to do a bit more damage than some of the magic you can use on Kanashiro as well. So I'm going to try and abuse that. And also, speaking of Yusuke, I'm just going to take the Crystal of Vanity out of Joker. Yeah, let's give him the Crystal of Gluttony. Yeah, we're going to... Maruku Kaja, beg your pardon, is going to be very useful. And we're going to put that Crystal of Vanity on Yusuke. Go. So yeah, we're gonna nullify his weakness. It's gonna make more sense when we get into the fight itself. I'll explain why we're doing that later.
Ryder says, also now I think about it, Fire Emblem games I can replay, like I go back to Path of Radiance and Echoes a lot. I wouldn't say that's a JRPG though. It's more, that's a strategy game. It's not JRPG, I would say. It's got RPG-like elements, but it's mostly a strategy game, I would say.
Yeah, we don't know where I
So I'm not sure that follows, but I don't know.
Why not use the same method as before?
I haven't ever replayed a Fire Emblem.
I've done Awakening.
You have. You've done all of them now.
Yeah, just except for the Japanese exclusives.
You're back.
Robin Bell says, I already watched the separate videos before you posted the kind of bundle. Yeah, fair enough. And Birdman subsequently asked, what's the point of the Persona Treasure collection? It kind of consolidates them because it's kind of hard. If you're looking for them, you have to kind of dig through, years of content.
Yeah, and
to find them all, and it just kind of makes it a little more concise.
Yeah, and some people don't really like looking at or searching for the playlists as well that I put together as well. Like, it's basically all the videos in one big YouTube playlist. Some people just prefer having the convenience of all of them in one video. So it's just catering towards different people, basically.
Yeah, I mean, there's no harm in it either. It's you if you don't want to watch a 7 hour, and you can obviously skip it for the people. But for the people who want it, it's there. So
yeah.
Also easier to find a specific thing, I find. Like if you want, if you're double checking something Josh said or whatever on a Persona video, you can just go to that collection and find it there rather than dig through a list.
Let me explain.
Ryder says, honestly, the Fire Emblem Echoes feels more like a JRPG with how it encourages grinding with dungeons.
Sojiro's finally.
I haven't tried the Echoes. Is that true?
Yeah, I guess so. There's more focus on story in Echoes, and the battles are a lot shorter, so which I guess sort of fit with the JRPG feel, I guess.
I've had the game for years. I haven't even put it in my 3DS once. It's just been in its box.
There are some things I do like about Echoes, but there are also some things I'm not too big a fan of. But yeah, I'll
like Celica in Fire Emblem Warriors.
She wasn't one of my favorite characters in that game, personally. And not Warriors per se, but Echoes, the game she's based on.
There's something written on it.
But I won't go into too much detail.
Read it.
But
I said, read it.
I couldn't hear you with your tiny face.
the money devouring.
Oh, come on, Ju. Just because he's Japanese.
Indulge in scamming.
He's got a tiny face on a big head.
That target minors exclusively. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted.
Birdman says the definition of RPGs are just bad.
The Phantom Thieves.
But it's not very clear, certainly. I think that's what I presume he means. It's not clear how it's defined.
Yeah.
I think we're talking specifically JRPGs, and for me that means turn-based combat, leveling up with experience, and some sort of MP pool, I would say.
Yeah.
That I would define that as a JRPG.
Well, yeah, doubly so if you got teenagers banding up against a god.
Oh yeah, not just teenagers, just any group of explorers fighting a god.
Yeah.
It's just that's how every JRPG ever has ended.
Yeah.
Somebody has to have amnesia. That's a given.
Oh, yep.
There's got to be amnesia. Somebody's got to be like a total dick at the start, but then be found out to have a heart of gold.
Yeah. Recent.
You know?
This is a recent cliche. There has to be at least one bathhouse scene.
Oh yeah. I was playing Tales of Arise. I recently finished. I've been doing all the extra stuff after, because I couldn't put it down. I didn't want to say goodbye yet. And we had a bathhouse scene in it as one of the extra quest lines afterward, and it was just so weird. It was better than the Persona one, don't get me wrong. It was way better than any Persona one. In fact, it actually got a couple giggles out of us.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't great. In fact, it sort of, I think probably because they kind of changed it around, it was kind of the ladies almost sort of walk in on them.
Yeah.
On the dudes rather than the way it always is where the dudes are at fault. This one was sort of like kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Partly their fault, partly the women's fault, partly the men's fault. Particularly Alfin walking out without his towel by accident. Got a little giggle out of us just on everybody's reaction.
I don't know how he didn't feel a breeze though.
No, I don't quite get that. How he didn't notice. T-Knight says Kanashiro's face got shrunk in the wash.
Okay, here we go. To the vault.
Robin Battle says I started to play Persona 2 on my Vita.
Oh wow.
Godspeed.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one to get into,
the best music though. Is it? That's the one with Innocent Sin's best music, isn't it?
Your favorite one, yeah. Your favorite battle theme.
Yeah, was that the one with the remake version?
Yeah.
Yeah. My absolute favorite Persona battle theme is from 2. It's the Innocent Sin one is amazing, especially the remake version.
The hell?
A safe?
Persona 5 Royal is my favorite bathhouse scene because it doesn't exist, says Birdman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you count the one with
necessary.
There's the one with Ryuji Yusuke and Joker though.
Welcome to my private city bank.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm surprised you made it.
Don't worry, they went and ruined it in Strikers.
Oh yeah.
Lucky? Don't be ridiculous.
We're gonna change your heart and make you confess everything you've done. That'll save all those people who are suffering because of your shitty actions. Even the police are struggling to deal with you, so this will make the public believe in us too.
I'm so afraid of this guy in the Hawaiian shirt.
For money.
Or tracksuit guy.
Just accept your fate as a source of my wealth.
We'll never agree to that.
Robin Battle says the old man wanted boiling the bathhouse.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of found that one funny.
On me too, you know.
It's when they try to get the men and the women interacting around it is where it starts getting dodgy. Or if they, for some reason, have to have an anime scene of the women in the bathhouse for no good reason.
Yeah.
Persona 4.
And hello to Johan Jornstrom. Welcome back. And he says, worst battle theme of any Persona game is in P1 PSP. Yeah, I would certainly say that's the weakest of the bunch. But
Is that Bloody Destiny?
No,
not
that's
Bloody Destiny.
Lone Prayer.
Lone Prayer. I like Lone Prayer.
It's fine if you don't play Persona 1, but if you do, then oh my god, you were going to hate it.
The fools who get tricked, fools who have to pay for their foolishness. And if those fools don't learn, or they have to suck it.
And Rido says, I've just been playing MGS5 a lot, and it feels so good to play. It does have really good gameplay, but
really good gameplay, bad story.
yeah, rubbish story, and it just goes on and on. They're too much gameplay. There's a Metal Gear game with too much gameplay should not be said.
That's outrageous. I'm gonna swarm all over you and squeeze out every last penny.
Did you get that, Swarm? did you get it? Cause he's a fly. Everybody, he's a fly. So Swarm.
Yeah. That's one of the more subtle symbolisms, at least, from Atlas.
Yeah, they didn't immediately like point it out, I suppose.
Yeah. It's alright, Makoto's gonna do it in a minute.
I can take care of this myself. What's up, yo? Now come get some.
You filthy fly on dirty money.
There you go.
Get the hell out of my face!
Hi, here we go, you pieces of shit.
Robin Bell says, baby, 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 baby. Unfortunately not.
No, this is the last time we'll hear it.
Well, no, we've already heard it our last time.
Being young is such a crime.
Yes.
I wish they did have the boss battle music changed to the boss battle music from the game that's from, maybe? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. Oh well.
Sit back and not cash shit on those idiots.
Although Persona 3 has...
Damn,
many.
Yusuke, that sword. Jesus.
Here he is, my guardian robot.
How long is it? Okay, now this is...
Piggytron.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a bit different to vanilla Persona 5. Normally, you would be fighting Kanashiro for a bit and then get the Piggytron out, but in Royal, they swapped it around, so that way you fight the Piggytron first, and then Kanashiro himself. And, yeah, I talked over it, but as much as Kanashiro's kind of a bleh villain, I do like that laugh he just did.
I like Piggytron. I
Yeah,
wouldn't mind like a little toy model of Piggytron.
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Damn it. I didn't expect he'd have something like this up his sleeve.
Joker, make sure you have us regroup if you think we're at a disadvantage. That thing's a giant.
Birdman says, does the Persona 1 PSP battle theme give you PTSD? He won't let
little
me
bit.
play it.
No.
I get a little bit of moaning if I try and play it.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Yeah, so I want to put Secunda in first, which I just did. Okay. Now this phase with the Piggytron actually isn't all that different to vanilla Persona 5. The only discernible difference is that you can't knock down Kanashiro himself when he gets on top of the Piggytron and tries to roll over you. And this is why I suggested to put the Crystal of Vanity on Yusuke, because that counts as a fire attack, so that's gonna knock him over. Yeah, I did a bit of practicing beforehand, so we should hopefully not have too many issues. Yeah, let's go in here.
Rido says MGS 5 and 4 are polar opposites, except for both games are good to play. Just gameplay to story ratio is a complete opposite. Yeah, 4 has way too much cutscenage.
Yeah, I mean, I
suppose you're right. It is the opposite problem.
It's the MGS4 is kind of the finale, so I can kind of understand why there's so many cutscenes. But yeah, I understand that it's not to everyone's liking.
Johan Yarnstrom says, "Don't remember Royal adding anything special to this fight." No, it just kind of reorders it. And
There is something different
whatnot.
in the second phase when we fight Kanashiro himself, but we'll go over that in a minute.
It transformed? Don't tell me it's
So you can't throw an item to tempt him out, can you?
You can, but you can't just knock him out. Like, right now, I can't target him to knock him off the Piggytron, because you only get one turn before he rolls over you, so you may as well just guard. And just hope everybody lives. Normally, you would get, like, maybe 2 or 3 turns to knock Kanashiro over before he spins into you, but not in this one, not in Royal. Okay.
All right.
So not brilliant so far, but we could be worse.
Persona! Okay,
I should have healed Joker, but oh well, I can do that with Ryuji because he's got an accessory that has diorama. Okay. Ryuji might die, but we'll see. Yeah, T-Knight says, I remember Royal adding in bodyguards. Yeah, that's in the second phase. They're new to Royal, but yeah, like I said, we'll talk about them in a minute.
should we try distracting Kanashiro? As you know, Kanashiro is a moneymonger, tossing an expensive item his
As you know. Ugh.
Let's give it a try,
As
Joker.
if I couldn't hate you anymore, you say the most cliche line ever.
Okay.
Alright, Joker. Time to get that bastard looking over here.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to use an item that's expensive and a bit more rare. You can't just use any of these, like, low-level items here, because Kanashiro is just not going to look your way and still roll over you. So, in this case, we have Bead, so it's unfortunate, but it'll help us a lot, because Kanashiro will be distracted and we'll have plenty of time to wail on him.
Birdman asks, what is the most difficult game you completed?
The most difficult? I would probably Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. That's certainly one of the most difficult. And it wasn't even difficult for a lot of fair reasons, I found.
Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2, yeah, that's about the same.
That one, with Dark Souls 1 and 3, you and I found to be, like, it had its BS moments, but it was, for the most part, you know, we could work around it. But 2 just has so many moments where it's like, there was no way I could know that thing was going to happen, or this guy is just so unbalanced that, you know, it's just incredibly cheap or something.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I think 2 is our least favorite.
I think so as well, yeah. Even compared to something like Bloodborne.
What about not finished?
Not finished.
Bloodborne.
So far, I haven't bothered to finish Ni no Kuni.
Was that difficult though?
It wasn't difficult, no, but well, I mean,
I
it was.
Bloodborne was the immediate one that came to mind for me.
Well, yes, Bloodborne as well, but yeah, I stand. Yeah, I'm mistaken. Yeah, Ni no Kuni can be pretty frustrating, but on top of that, it's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. The gameplay just doesn't appeal to me that much, which is a shame because I really want to see where the story goes. I'm immediately intrigued by it and the Studio Ghibli being associated with it. But
what's that little annoying bastard's name in that?
Oliver.
Mr. Drippy? No, Mr.
The
I can put up with Oliver. It's the little dude with the nose.
Yeah, I think it is Mr. Drippy, yeah. Did I use Secunda on him? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, let's use media.
Yeah, I think Bloodborne is the only one that comes to mind that was insanely difficult and we gave up. We just, like, could not stand it.
Yeah, and we've completed, we've completed, Dark Souls, the whole Dark Souls trilogy.
Working through Demon Souls.
Yeah. Man. Fear gas isn't quite as bad, but it can be annoying.
Oh, apparently he meant like 100%. What was the most difficult one you 100%ed?
The most difficult one I 100%ed.
If it's difficult, I don't tend to 100% it.
I don't really know. I haven't.
Although Tales of Arise was driving me up the wall yesterday. Yeah, the post game stuff is a real bitch.
I should have used Don't Worry, but oh, okay, never mind. At least Yusuke managed to get the hit in anyway. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not really sure actually. That's a tough question. I don't remember all the games that I've completed 100%.
Thank you. Thanks.
Nah, I'm really sorry. My mind's drawn a blank.
Yeah. Robin Battle says, "Are you going to play SMT5?"
Oh yeah, I've got that pre-ordered. Ready to go.
Prepare yourself.
Looking forward to playing.
Unless they feel like giving you a review code, Atlas.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sega gave you Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
Maybe Atlas will give you SMT.
Maybe that'd be nice.
Good for something, Skull.
Okay. We're doing okay so far.
Much thanks.
Persona.
Go on.
Joker's on fire. He can't take much more of this.
Yeah, just as long as we keep buffing up Yusuke, we should be good.
Eat this.
And yeah, keep using Fear Gas as well.
Farts.
Funny. I don't know if I have any more relax gels. I need Ryuji. I can live without, but yeah, Yusuke we definitely want. There we go. Do not worry. That's fine.
Johan Yarnstra says, I always found Bloodborne the easiest Souls game, at least when you master dodge. Nah. Nah, mate. That was horribly balanced. That was no fun at all. And everywhere looked the same. We had no idea where we were going.
Yeah. It's a bit samey, isn't it?
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, use Secunda. I've never heard that scream from Kanashiro. I've never heard that before.
Birdman says, farts scare me.
Me too.
They're scary. I think he's referring to the fact that they despair when you get hit by it.
Ah, I get you. That was going over my head there.
Can we really?
Isn't that pretty much just like Joker's gas from 1980s Batman? Or I guess
Possibly.
Scarecrow's fear toxin?
I'd run if I...
Right, let's...
This should do.
There we go. Just to be safe.
This is my other self.
Damn. Alright, Tarakaja on Yusuke.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done, everybody.
Damn. Good job, team.
Yeah.
Even Makoto dodged, and she's feared.
Yeah. Good on them. Thank you, early Marukukaja. Yeah, go on. Nope, shaking off. Never mind.
Let's go. Take this!
Ooh, 162. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're getting there. Do you have an OST that you think is overrated? Says Birdman. I'm sure there is one, but I can't.
Yeah. It's a good question. I'm not actually sure.
I know there is one, but I'm struggling
Yeah, I
to
feel
think.
like I have one in my mind somewhere, but I'm not sure.
We'll get back to you on that.
Look at my like pile of games. I'm like, which is it? Anything I own?
Okay, just to be safe.
I appreciate it.
I'm hoping you can't miss against the Pickytron. It's like, how do you miss a huge target like that?
Yeah, it would be pretty silly. Yeah, can't exactly dodge to the side either.
Nah. Mariki's thingy didn't work for me. Okay, I could at least do Secunda.
Persona. Take that.
Okay.
There are several occasions with an OST. It's not so much that I think it's overrated, but it'll be like people just like, it's an amazing OST and stuff, and then I don't remember a single song from that game or whatever. Sort of as well with lore as well. People get really into the lore stuff. I'm just
Oh,
like, really?
yeah.
I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Like Dark Souls we were mentioning earlier. We have no clue what the hell's going on with the lore of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And we don't care about it, but everybody's just like, it's amazing. Like, it seems pretty generic. But I don't know about OST. I'm really struggling with this question.
Yeah, it's bugging me because I do have some games with OST I find overrated on the back of my head, but I just can't remember for the life of me what they are. Ah, excellent. Yeah, so this is the new part of the Kanashiro battle with Royal. Kanashiro didn't have these two goons with him originally. But they're not too bad anyway, I think. They're
I remember them
manageable.
being a little easy.
Yeah,
The big dude I remember struggling with a little bit, but other than it.
yeah, I think the Piggytron was probably more difficult than this. And the shield guy's pretty easy to kill because he always blocks Kanashiro whenever he gets attacked.
I
Ryder says, well, I think P5's OST is really good. It's not one of the best. Like when I want to listen to some OST, I go for P3 or 4s. This is the problem with this sort of thing. No matter what we answer, there's going to be somebody who'll be like, it's all a matter of taste, unfortunately.
Yeah, I used to not.
We love the P5 soundtrack.
Yeah.
As probably our favorite. If we're going for the whole OST, and 3 and 4 are kind of lower down. But for you, it's 3 and 4 over 5, so it's all kind of down to taste, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I used to be to find P3s a bit overrated, and to some extent I still do, but I like it a lot more. I've liked it a lot more over time, especially since I did the video for it.
We can beat this.
Thank you, Mariki. Yeah, let's do Secunda on Kanashiro himself, or the shield guy, that works too.
Persona.
But yeah, I like the Persona 3 music more than I used to. I actually come to think of it. Well, granted, I haven't heard all of it yet, but Revelations Persona's music, I don't find to be quite as good as the PSP version. Unpopular opinion, I know. But yeah, just I get that the Revelations Persona music fits more for atmosphere, but you know, I like my tunes to be just as catchy as well as atmospheric. And
yeah, I would somewhat prefer catchy. Like a perfect example being MGS Peace Walker, the fight against Zeke.
Yeah,
like that horrible choice of music for that fight.
Yeah.
Like, should not work at all. It's not atmospheric. It doesn't feel epic in any way, except for maybe when it gets going a bit. But it's amazing. It's catchy. It somehow sort of works.
Yeah.
It's that sort of thing. I'd rather it be kind of catchy and I can kind of actually maybe remember it than it be atmospheric and then forgettable.
Indeed. Yeah. That sums it up pretty greatly.
There.
And yeah, because of that song choice as well, that's probably one of the more memorable battles in NGS.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I always remember that one it's one of the first ones that come to mind when you talk about NGS music or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the very first is Snake Eater, and then Heaven's Divide, and then probably that.
Yeah.
Ryder says, my favorite OST by far is Metal Gear Rising. It's high energy AF, and all the boss themes are just bangers. I don't remember a single track from that game.
I like the final boss's tracks, the both of them. But other than that, I'm not too big on that sort of style of music, but that's just me. And I know a lot of people really like that soundtrack anyway.
Persona, prepare yourself.
T993 kind of sums up here. When I was trying to think for the answer here, he says, I think most of the time I like 2 to 3 songs of an OST with only some rare exceptions. That's the sort of thing I was thinking. Like one of the things that came to mind for me is SMT Nocturne.
Yeah.
For the most part, not a fan of the music, but it's got like 1 or 2 good songs.
Yeah.
And that kind of grab you. Like the theme music is really good, and we quite like the boss music.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty forgettable. And not that into it. So that's a good point, Tina. I think it's not so much that we find the entire soundtrack bad, it's just that we like very few songs from it.
Yeah.
Chadster Sly, I think, is that new?
Yeah, he's new.
Had him
Welcome.
Hello. Says, was Makoto Yuki's death sad?
Spoilers for P3.
Yeah. Spoilers for P3. I think we've all seen P3 at this point.
Yeah.
Spoilers for like a 15-year-old game.
Yeah. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah. I think I was more confused or a little disappointed. It's one of the things I don't like about the ending of P3 is that it's not very clear what happened. Like it takes a moment to realize that he died or went away.
Yeah.
That whole "you're tired" thing. I don't know. It's sort of sad, I guess. I was more annoyed that it was like, well, if I want to know what happens, I have to play the answer. That's kind of annoying. Like, and if you play the original Persona 3 before the answer even was a thing, then it's like that's all you got, and there was just no answer to it. There was no way to know what happened exactly. It kind of bugs me.
I found it, yeah, it was depressing, but I think it didn't really help that Makoto didn't really say or do much. Or, like, I don't know. I feel like he was more of a character in the Q games than he was in Persona 3, to put it one way. But yeah, it was depressing to see everybody so sad in the answer. But yeah. But that was about it, I think.
T93 says, one game I did like the whole OST is Halo 3, but that's mostly from really playing it so much when I was younger.
Understandable.
Yeah. I don't think out of the theme, aside from the theme, I can't remember any Halo tracks.
Maybe a couple pieces, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah. See, it's all down to taste, really. So something we find forgettable, others find memorable. It's all really down to taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, Birdman said here, we try not to spoil here. Yeah. Granted, that's a 15-year-old game, and I think we've already talked about sort of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just a little bit of a spoiler if you haven't played 3.
Yeah. Ah, excellent. Kanashiro forgets. I didn't even know you could do that on him.
He can forget? Oh.
I didn't know that either. Awesome.
I didn't know the bosses, like the actual shadows of the rulers, can have ailments.
I think it's just Kanashiro, because I don't remember anybody else being able to... He was too busy twiddling his thumbs, Joker. How did you miss?
MGS3's OST is great, very Bond-inspired, even outside of Snake Eater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's one of those ones where in the moment I'm enjoying the music, but outside of playing it, I forget it. Except for, I think the only ones I remember are Snake Eater, as you mentioned, and the kind of You've Been Caught music.
Yeah.
That little doom, doom, doom thing. I remember that. But other than that, I don't think much comes to mind out of Snake Eater.
Yeah, I can think of maybe a few songs, but yeah, Snake Eater is obviously the popular choice.
Chadster Sly says, Master of Tartarus music is so catchy as frick. Which one's Master of Tartarus? I don't remember that one.
I believe that was the boss music, but I think that's actually called Master Shadow. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look this up.
This is probably...
I also don't understand with this boss is why he suddenly gets all like, kind of like, street.
Yeah, he becomes a rapper. Alright, I think that gold attack only happens once, but I could be wrong about that. Well, I mean, it's the only one that'll actually hurt you once. He'll do it again at another point, but he'll run out of money. So, I think we pretty much almost won this battle.
It is a boss battle music. It's that do 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 do.
Oh, that one, yeah, the mini boss, yeah.
Yeah, my brilliant rendition there.
Yes. Okay, luckily Yusuke got Tarakaja, so we can do some damage.
Birdman says, I prefer Danger Zone. I do love Danger Zone.
Danger Zone's pretty good, yeah.
I absolutely adore that.
Okay, so he does that a second time, okay. And Joker's down. Oh, thank God.
Birdman says that secret gimmick boss can be inflicted with ailments and is required. I suppose, yes. They can, you know.
Yeah,
It's required to beat them, yeah.
Not gonna risk it.
Ryder says one game that depressed me was MGS4 with seeing Snake slowly fall apart as the game goes along, be reminded of the glory days.
Ah,
it was
here we
quite
go.
A sad ending.
Yeah, it was.
Ooh.
We get to see Makoto and Ryuji's new showtime.
Let's rock, Fist of the Phantom Star. Ow, sorry. Where are you looking? Here.
Is that gonna do it? Oh,
I love
nearly.
that. Showtime.
I
like
love
that.
it as
That's
well.
not my name. That elbow.
That's one of my favorites.
I think
Ooh.
that one, Haru with Morgana, is a great one.
Yeah, definitely.
And I can't talk about one of them yet.
Yeah, I know the one you mean, but yeah, exclusive to the third semester.
I appreciate it.
Much thanks.
But I also like Ryuji's and Yusuke's, which I think will also
Oh
be
yeah,
getting soon.
I'll have the usual.
There we go.
Chester Slices Makoto Yuki by far is the best design out of all the protagonists. I think I prefer Joker.
Yeah, me too.
I would say Joker, Makoto, then you.
Yeah, I think I would probably
If we're
say
going
the
for
same.
the most recent three, the one that everybody talks about, since everybody always kind of forgets about the first two games.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. So Joker, Femsi, Makoto Yuki, then you.
Yeah.
I
would
love
say
Femsi.
that as well.
Her design is amazing. I forgot about Femsi for a moment. I wish she had a name. But yeah. The thing with Makoto Yuki, when you first see him, or when I first saw him, I thought that was a really generic look.
Yeah.
But I've since grown to love the design, and you know, knowing that that's sort of his character as well, that he is that kind of generic, not generic, but he is so kind of plain in his character.
Yeah.
That he's supposed to be kind of broken from having lost his parents and stuff.
I feel that
To
the
point, and I should say this prefaces with I have a Makoto Yuki cosplay. I love the design now. I don't hate the design.
I think they do a better job establishing that in the anime though than they did in the game.
Still sounding pretty.
And as we were saying earlier,
Yeah.
I think I still prefer his iteration in the Q games than I do in Persona 3
Yeah.
itself. Because
I definitely prefer when he has a little more personality to him.
yeah.
No matter what they do, I'm a victim too, you know. Yeah, none of this is
Birdman says I thought you was an old man when I first saw him.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with
where I could belong.
Persona. Tales does it as well. All of the Tales games. They don't do old people well, or older people. They always make them look like young. The one that's always kind of annoyed me was Malik in Tales of Graces, where they like he say how old he is, but he looks like he's in his like 20s, 30s.
I feel that's even worse.
He's got like some bags under his eyes a little bit, but it's like he's not old.
I think they did a better job with Malik than with Raven in Vesperia.
Oh yeah, Raven in Vesperia is also annoying.
The real Kanashiro.
Seriously?
But even in games like Yakuza, they have a hard time making Kiryu
yeah.
looking old.
Oh yeah, Kiryu's in like his 60s now, I think.
I think like late 40s, early
no,
50s maybe.
No, because in the 80s he was in his 20s
Yeah.
in Yakuza 0, and we're now in 2021 in Yakuza Like a Dragon, or we're in like 2020-ish.
That
in
was like
Yakuza
2019, yeah.
Yeah, that's and he looked exactly the same there. He would have to be about 60. Like if he was 20 in 1980, he's nearly 60 now in 2019, at the very least. So they just don't know how to age him. Whereas like the RC car guy, they aged him up. So I don't follow it. I don't know what Japanese games. Why is it so hard to make old people?
Don't even bother. You are nothing compared to them.
Robin Bell says, I like Minato the most. I love her. Oh, Minako, sorry, is the most. I like Minako the most. I love her personality. Sorry, got very confused reading that one for a moment. Not for any fault of yours. I'm just bad at reading.
In that case, we should take that large
Is Minako the.
Minako is MC.
Yeah.
That's one of the fan names.
The play version, or is it the fan version?
No, yeah, it's one of the fan names. The play one is Katon Shiome.
This is so cool! Wowee! Being a human is great! It's shiny, shiny gold!
Did they add this for Royal?
No, this was in the original. Johan Yarnstrom says, weird that these kind of Showtime attacks always come with a re-release, like Persona 3 Portable, P4G, and P5R, never in the vanilla version.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't bring it back after having done P4 Golden.
Fine.
And Chadster
Do you
Sly,
think annoying?
yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do you think Yukari is annoying as hell?
More than that, we talked about it a lot.
We have talked about it a lot. We really don't like Yukari.
Yep.
T993 says, how would you rate the Persona games in difficulty?
Oh, this is down. This is up there as the easiest. Royal.
Hardest is
I would say
P1?
I would say Persona 2 Eternal Punishment is the hardest, with Persona 3 coming afterwards.
3 above 2?
3
I
was
thought 2 sorry, I thought Innocent Sim was harder than Persona 3. Or Persona 1 was harder than 3. I haven't played either one, so.
not really. Persona 1 had its moments, but I still think 3 was harder.
I would put Q above, or Q2 for me. I know Q for you, Q2 for me above Persona 3.
Yeah.
Isn't that Kanashiro's?
That's certainly up there, but that's difficult for those are difficult for different reasons. I think the Persona Q games.
Where should we open it?
How about at karaoke?
We'd have security cameras to worry about there.
Morgana's just dead.
Let's leave him.
Good.
That's right.
Dump him in the alley.
I was just in the mood for some coffee too.
And we need to fix Morgana
And
up.
T993 says, maybe many Japanese people don't age. Would explain why so many 200-year-olds look like 12. Yeah, they always either make them look obscenely old or just really young.
Have you learned anything new?
To be fair, that is pretty accurate. There are Japanese people, Chinese people as well, tend to age very well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you...
There's like a moment where like they look really, really good, and then at some point they just look really old. It's one of the two. It's always one of the two.
I mean, have you seen Masahiro Sakurai lately? He still looks amazing.
Yeah, he looks insanely young, even though he's been bludgeoned by the constant awful community kind of
Badgering
backlashes. Yeah, and badgering him. I feel so sorry for Saka. I'm glad he gets to have a rest finally.
Yeah.
But he still looks really young.
Hey, hurry up!
Miyamoto has started to show his age a little.
Yeah,
He still
somewhat.
looks pretty good though.
Oh my god, Ryuji has his leg clipped through.
Oh my god! Never noticed that.
No, I've never seen that before. Wow.
Are you okay?
Are An's fingers clipping through the table too?
Even after splitting
Oh
it
my
with
god, they are. Yeah. I think. Hey, when she moves her hands away, let's keep an eye on it.
It's gonna be deluxe pork soup combo for me from here on out.
You have to think bigger than that.
Oh, they are. I think I could see her fingertip.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What?
There. Yeah, they are. Look, you can see it moving through it.
Oh my.
Oof. Oof.
Atlas, for shame.
I guess this represents how everything he did was an
I'm surprised Joker can lean on that table. It's apparently a portal to somewhere else.
And thank you, Makoto, for pointing out the symbolism.
Hey, at least it feels like we totes busted this case, right?
What do you mean? Is busting a case good or bad?
Both.
Robin Battle says, let's get a Persona game where we are a teacher. That'd be... Oh, no, that actually could be interesting. Not only an adult, but a teacher would be cool.
Yeah, try and mix up school life with, or the school job with Persona troubles. That'd be interesting.
Hold on a second.
Chester Slices, did you know in P3 you can use a fusion skill called Armageddon? It can kill Nyx with one hit, but it drains all your SP.
I did know that, yes, and yeah, that's basically required to kill Elizabeth when you get her to, like, half health.
Slash Theodore, isn't it?
Yeah,
as well?
slash Theodore, yeah.
Did that hit to your head make you forget even more?
It's easy for you to
You need, like, specific personas to use it, but I can't remember which ones.
You have
Robin Battle says, what do you guys think about Sora being in Smash? Well, love it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go out.
Yeah.
Like, as a final one.
It was funny how we were mentioning last week that there was no way Sora was going to be able to come on to Smash because of Disney and whatever. They're not going to share. But yeah, lo and behold, we were wrong.
They just worked around the Disney part by taking out the Disney.
You know what Kanashiro said at the end there?
But yeah, very, very nice end there.
Moveset looks broken. Like,
Yes.
not only being able to jump so high with his floatiness, but then he has the up special to recover with, and the side special to recover with.
Yeah.
It's just going to be impossible to knock him off by, just by making him drop off.
I'm really glad to see the community are liking him as well. The only people I've seen so far that haven't really liked him that much are just like the most Western of Western gamers.
Yeah.
But that's still pretty good.
Sir, we need to speak.
Birdman says, imagine the feeling of clipping into stuff. It would feel weird. Just kind of like passing through something would be kind of just really strange. Feel like the what was it? T1000?
Yeah.
Yeah, T1000. The phasing through everything.
Oh no, now I'm thinking the T800, beg your pardon. Yes, T1000, that's right. Icy Flames.
Says Ryuji, you got a chair stuck in your leg.
And Icy Flames, welcome. I don't remember you. Was watching your first streams of this. Glad to catch it live. Welcome.
Welcome. Any questions? By all means, put them in the chat.
And Robin Battle says Sora was on my list of characters I wanted with Crash and Spyro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those were some of the other fans that didn't really like Sora being in there. Just a Crash fan.
This is I know people want a Master Chief Crash, and Jack and Daxter was another one I saw a lot of.
Yeah, Jack and Daxter's not gonna happen.
No, that Sony's forgotten that even exists, or Naughty Dog has as well, I should say.
Well, Naughty
Except for
Dog
references in their other games.
Naughty Dog, I think, only had licensing for 3 games, and that was it. Plus, no, never mind. I don't think they did Jack X. But yeah, it was the same deal with Crash Bandicoot. They only had the 3 games and Crash Team Racing before they had to give the rights away.
Hen Soap says Disney has Sakurai's family locked in their basement. Yeah, you can't use the mouse. You can't have the duck. You can't have the dog. You can't use them.
Right. So, do we have any DVDs?
We were
Yes, we do.
saying as well right at the start of the stream. People might missed it because we didn't have very many people right at the start. But we were saying as well they've replaced Donald and Goofy with the raft and the Paopu fruit.
Yeah.
As well, that's their workaround for Disney. The only thing they could get away with is the Mickey symbol on the Keyblade.
We let Sora go in Smash Brothers. What else do you want? The keys to Disney itself?
Yep.
Ryuji's American name is Ryan Smith.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, we could add that to our American remake of Persona 5
Yeah.
Well then.
with Ron Anderson as Randomamia.
Played by Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah, played by Chris Pratt.
Kanashiro truly was an evil stain on society. Same with Kamoshida and Madarame too. They heard
How much do you think that one show of the Mickey Mouse emblem at the end of the Keyblade in the reveal trailer cost? Says Benjamin Quinn.
1 million
Millions.
1 million per frame.
Why doesn't anyone help?
But it's at 60 frames a second. 1 million per frame.
But they don't have the
T993 says Crash and Spyro are gonna be asking Sony when you gonna be making any other Smash Brothers.
Do you think I'll really be able to?
Oh yeah. I don't think Sony would ever allow their characters in there.
Nah.
We mentioned this I think last time. I think
Yeah.
they're just.
And
I think they're just too big a stick in the mud to
somehow
actually let somebody else have any fun with their characters.
somehow they're more greedy than Disney.
I gotta be human. I am the core of the Phantom Thieves after all.
Chatster Sly says Yukari may be annoying, but she's somewhat likable, but not in the answer. Yeah, I think.
No.
I mean, I already hated her in the the journey rather, but yeah, I think the answer was just the final nail in the coffin.
Sealed the deal.
All right.
For me, it's always the one that annoys me most is the blowing up at Mitsuru or like calling her out in the middle of a C's meeting
Yeah.
for no good reason. She has a perfectly good explanation for it, and if Yukari had just asked her, like a grown adult or something, like on the side or the forehead, she would have avoided not only unnecessarily worrying the team, but also getting in a tizzy with bloody Mitsuru. If she just actually bloody talked to somebody instead of constantly just accusing people of things. Also, Stupe is not as funny a joke name as you think it is.
Indeed.
Yukari. It's not funny. It's not clever.
You are not worthy of
Johan Yarnstrup says Sheeta was Jack Black. Let's go.
treasure them.
Do you recall the whispers about that strain?
And Birdman says, do you hate the name John Smith? What
Not on the doctor.
What an interesting question.
This fool is beyond redemption.
This is about the cases.
Smith, what a dumb last name.
And hello to Cora. Welcome back.
Another with powers similar
JS, what dumb initials.
to complete your rehabilitation. You may encounter him eventually.
Benjamin Quinn says, what do you mean Yukari? And the answer is so bad. She's bad.
To look forward to. It
Yeah,
would
she's
be
just...
troubling if you were to not
I haven't played it yet, but just from what I've seen of Josh playing it and talking about it, it's just I don't think I could contain the anger I would have for her in that.
Yeah. Probably part of the reason why you haven't played the answer yet.
Yeah. Oh, another Yukari moment that always bugs me is the is it not Hawaii? Where did they go?
Kyoto?
Kyoto? Is that where it is? The beach.
Oh, the beach.
I can't remember where it is.
It's
Mitsuru's place, basically. Like her company retreat area or whatever.
Yakushima, Icy Flames clarifies. Thank you. That was it.
Right. That was very quick on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that where she has yet another breakdown about her dad is just like, oh, for goodness, just God's sake. Like, Mitsuru lost her father at that point, didn't she?
No, she didn't.
Oh, not yet?
We were just meeting.
Meeting him for the first time.
Yeah, I'm guessing the scene you're talking about is in Kyoto when Yukari and Mitsuru have a heart-to-heart.
Oh, right. Anyway, there's a bit anyway where Yukari just like goes off about her dad for the millionth time when I think it's Mitsuru's mourning for her father, and she just makes it about Yukari again. When she already spends the whole game making it about her, it just really bugs me. Literally, like, Makoto Yuki lost both his parents and never mentions it. Take a page out of his book.
I'm not sure, but I assume he was talking about the incidents that have been.
Also, what about her mother?
Yes.
You keep saying, like, my dad this, my dad that. What about your mother? Where's your mother, Yukari?
Well, she talks about her in her social link. They don't really have a good relationship because she goes off with a lot of men.
Ah, right. Is it because she has such an awful daughter?
I mean, that could be part of it.
I made it on time. I suppose I'm still safe if you're here.
In an American remake of P5, it has to be New York or Chicago.
New York, yeah.
New York, yeah.
If you want to be really cliche.
Well, I don't deny it. I have much more work in television because...
Oh, Birdman points out, I suppose, yes, Yukari does get one good line in with the Stupe ace defective. Yeah, I do quite like that one. The ace defective makes it. The Stupe not so much. It's not as clever a joke as she thinks.
Yeah. She seems so proud of that, too, when she says it.
So sorry.
Right, question time. What we got?
How about
Which of these animals is involved in an English idiom about the weather? Oh, that's an easy one.
It's raining cats and giraffes.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Chadster Slice says, what happens if I make Yukari my favorite character in the whole series? Would you hate me?
Nah.
Yes. Not really, obviously. You can like whoever you like, but...
yeah, we
no,
don't like her.
We'll slightly judge you.
Likewise, I know a lot of people don't like Makoto, but yeah, she's my personal favorite. Nijima, yes, Nijima, not Yuki. So, why did Atlas do that?
I don't know.
Robin Battle says Mitsuru was the secret twin of Erza from Fairy Tail. I think I've heard of that, actually.
Oh, I have no idea what that is. Is that a movie or a game? Anime?
Can't quite confirm. Sorry to ruin your joke there.
Icy Flame says, in Australia it rains frogs and spiders. Snakes. A lot of snakes. Snakes and spiders, I would say.
Oh god, now everybody wants to hang out with us. Okay, use
Birdman says, Makoto Confidant is my third least favorite. I don't like it for the fact it doesn't give a lot of focus to her. I think it's a valid complaint people have is that it makes it all about these other students and whatnot.
I would somewhat disagree with that because because Makoto is basically dealing with someone of like her own age, I guess, and her year. Sorry, just
I still like the Confidant. I love the Confidant. I can see it's a sort of valid point that it makes it more about the other kind of people she's trying to help than her herself. Especially early on, it gets a little bit better later on, especially with stuff like the pencil case and stuff that was mentioned in her Confidant, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that and her connection to her dad. When they do talk about it is really good. It's just sometimes it talks a little bit too much about the other stuff.
That doesn't look like it'll work.
Right, what do we need? Knowledge just scholarly. Damn it, we're too stupid.
Fairy Tail is an anime.
Thank you.
Robin Battles. Ah.
Yeah, let's get
Chadster Slices, have you played Ratchet and Clank? Oh, boy.
Well.
Yes, we have.
Yes,
we love Ratchet and Clank. We grew up with Ratchet and Clank. We're PS2 boys.
We are.
We grew up with the PS2. We love Ratchet and Clank to bits. Up Here Arsenal is our favorite. /3 if you're in the UK because there's no fun on naming things in the UK.
Yeah. Except for Rift Apart, that's apparently okay.
Please hear me out.
Koro says, I thought Makoto in P3 was named Minato. It's either one.
Yeah, he was called Minato Arizato in the manga, but he's Makoto Yuki elsewhere.
Yeah, officially Makoto Yuki. If you look in like the Persona 3 dancing game and stuff, he's Makoto Yuki, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. See, I really like this painting.
I think this is.
I mean, I like the follow up, like the one for that he ends up doing after this, but this one's still very good.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Dumb art critic who complains about it.
All right.
Johan has said, in that case, thoughts on Sly and Jak and Daxter? We love Jak and Daxter.
Apart from 2 and 3.
Yeah, 2 and 3 were a bit meh. 3 was, like, forgettable. 2, Josh has major issues with.
Yes.
Sly Cooper, we love Sly Cooper.
I'd never actually played a lot of it.
I love Sly Cooper. I enjoy it. Every time I've played it, I've enjoyed. I don't think I've ever finished one. I remember playing a lot of it and enjoying it in the moment. I would at some point like to put together a Sly Cooper cosplay. I think it'd be cool to have the staff one. Not a furry, I should say. But I do like Sly Cooper. I think it's a cool character. Just I worry what would happen if I tried doing that. Maybe just a human version.
Yeah, maybe just like
I think it'd be a bit weird. I don't want to attract the weirdos. Which is to say, you can do whatever you want, but I find it a little strange.
Yeah, we're not furries.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you do what you like. Sly Cooper is the first game I ever played on the PS2, says Chandler Sly. Is that why you got Sly in your name? Is that where it comes from? I remember it, like the sneaking across rooftops and going across like zip lines and stuff was always really cool. Quite ahead of its time as well. It sort of reminds me of like Arkham Asylum way of moving around on like, wires.
Yeah.
Like it's that sort of movement, but like an entire generation beforehand. I think.
Let's ignore that idiot. Anyway, a shogi expert, huh? Striking an enemy with but a moment's inspiration? Skillfully strategizing...
Minato's my preferred name for him, says Icy Flames. But at least Yu Narukami was chosen over Tsuyoji Seta. Seta?
Yeah, well, yeah, I could see why it was Yu Narukami was chosen.
I wish it was something other than you, because it's very confusing when you start saying it in a sentence.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like, hey, let's go see you, or you go do this.
Yeah. It's just a human Sly Cooper cosplay, but would you wear a tail? Not sure how it would. I guess because he's got the he's got his iconic kind of sweater or whatever you call it. I don't know what it is. It's like is the top half.
Yeah.
But the bottom half is very confusing because you would if you were doing a human version, you need pants for one thing. I don't know how you would work around the tail. Be interesting. It'd be an interesting, challenge. I would think to make a human Sly Cooper.
If for the tail, just ask the same people who do like Fox's tail.
Yeah, I guess you could make it like a sort of just like an attachment rather than like a part of the character, like you do with Fox's tail in this.
Yes? Can I help you?
We mentioned this before, but I know a lot of people tend to find Hifumi pretty boring, but yeah, I think she's a pretty interesting character. Yeah,
I love Hifumi.
Yeah, it's mainly just when she starts delving into her other personality, as like when she starts really getting into the shogi. But aside from that, she also just has like an interesting dilemma. I don't get why a lot of people find her boring.
Yeah, I like the overbearing mother arc and everything as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, the just slamming down the pieces.
Okay, just a quick game then. 20 seconds per move, if that's all right with you.
That's Marie as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same actress.
Slash,
Estelle from
Estelle,
Visteria.
Yeah. Holy power, come to me.
Yep.
Has fallen into my hands. How do you intend to survive this? Check. It's checkmate.
That clank. I don't know what it is about that clank. It just sounds so cool.
To concede is an act of admitting that you have lost.
Birdman says, hello, yes, I do make bad life decisions. Is that about our furry chat? Are you making bad life decisions and being a furry? Or something? I don't know. I mean, again, do what you like. As long as nobody gets hurt.
Yeah.
Do whatever you like. Chadster Slice says, yes! That is where my name comes from. Yeah. That is where the Sly in Chadster Slice comes from. Sly Cooper. Sly! Yeah, the turtle dude. What's the turtle's name? Or the hippo? I don't remember anybody other than Sly. Because Sly was always the coolest.
I want to say the turtle's name is Remy or something?
Was it a turtleneck that Sly wears? I'm struggling
I
to
don't
picture
think
it in
so.
my
No,
head.
No.
Research new moves. Is that agreeable?
Cora says, you, go find you. That's the problem.
That's precious.
Bentley and Murray is the name. This says Johan. Thank you.
Johan. It's been a very
the
long
one.
time since I played a Sly Cooper game.
Yeah.
Do you ever realize the fantasies are similar to Sly Cooper? That's what makes me love P5 even more, Chadster Sly says. Similar way, similar sort of way of like moving around, I guess.
I think that quite advanced.
And just pulling off heists.
Yeah, pulling off heists and stuff, yeah.
And
T993 says, have you ever tried shogi? A little bit.
Yeah,
You tried it in
I tried it in 51 Worldwide Classics or whatever that
that's
collection of games is.
as well, yeah.
I've also tried it in Yakuza. Man, I sort of got a handle of it, but I can't play it against another person for the life of me, because otherwise I would get my ass beat hard. And there we go. Yeah, you want to get Hifumi's confidant started straight away, because you get this very, very, very useful ability where we can swap party members during Joker's turn. It's gonna basically be required when we get to the Yokumura fight, unless you grind to hell and back.
Chadster slices, which is better, Hifumi or Sumire? Well, we can't really talk about Sumire yet.
No, but
I would say. Ooh,
Oh, wait,
that's a
yeah.
tough one.
Oh, and we're at Scholarly now. We can go hang out with Makoto. Woohoo!
Yeah, Chester, sorry, we were trying to kind of minimize spoilers, so we're not going to say who Sumire is or whatever. So if you don't, so people who haven't played through this game fully don't, catch on. But yeah, I would maybe side to Hifumi slightly. I'm not sure.
I
It's
think
a tough call.
I think they're on the same wavelength, really.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, yeah, I would think I would probably say Hifumi as well. But that's if I had to choose, because otherwise they're both great for different reasons.
Sakura says Sly wears a bandit bandana on his neck, I believe. Yeah, I remember the bandana, but it's the shirt underneath. He has a blue shirt or something of some sort. It's like a turtleneck or something like that. Or maybe it's just like a sweater. I have no idea. Like a loose-fitting ninja outfit or something. I can't remember what his shirt is. I should just look up a picture, really, but I'm enjoying trying to remember this.
Do you have a minute?
Alright, here we go. We can.
Yeah, T-Knight has summed it up here as well. The power to switch out party modes is so helpful in bosses. So many times I've had to swap it out because I didn't realize the best setup to have. It's very useful to carry to be able to swap people out.
Yeah, it helps in a pinch with certain battles, but yeah, like I said, especially when we get to Okumura, that's gonna be a lifesaver. It's practically required.
In a boasting way, that's simply how I've thought about it. But in the end, I was unable to make any kind of impact with either Suzui-san or Kanashiro. Turns out there's no use for a rule-abiding honor student when things get rough. Now that I'm a member of this team, I want to do everything I can to help you all. All my studying up to this point has kept me quite narrow-minded. I think
Always find in Persona 5 the S's always. I don't know what it is about the way they capture S's or something on mics or whatever. They always have like a weird kind of sound to them, like they hold on it too long almost, like it's the first step, the first students. I don't know what it is. There's like a weird audio thing about it. I don't know why. Is it just me?
I can kind of hear it, but I mean, it doesn't. I can sort of ignore it.
Yeah, it's ignorable. It's just I'm wondering what the reason behind it is. Something about the way the mic captures it or something. I don't know.
I don't mean that in a surveillance way. I just want to know them as people. I may be a phantom thief, but that's no excuse for me to start ignoring my present.
How beautiful they are, says Chatster Sly. What's that regarding?
Back to the topic at hand.
I'm guessing
People usually go for fun.
Hifumi and whatnot.
Oh yeah, and Yoshizawa-san.
Yeah.
The arcade, yeah.
I often hear people talking about going to the arcade.
Ah, right. I've got a picture of Sly Cooper. He's got boots, which helps for a human version. You just need to come up with something for the pants.
I'm not sure if it'll broaden my horizons.
And he's just got like a kind of tactical 3/4 length sleeve shirt. A belt and bandana and cool gloves and a cool cane. I really want the cane. I love the cane. I've always loved the cane. that little hook is.
That's on your list of things to make for your channel, isn't it?
It is. Yes, I have it written down. At some point, I will make his cane.
So this is where everyone comes to enjoy themselves.
Koro says, I usually just stick with Yusuke, Makoto, and Ryuji for the whole game, so Hifumi is kinda useless for me. That's fair enough. This game is ridiculously easy, so you...
Yeah. You can kind of just use whoever you like, really. It was more important in the OG Persona. I felt like. The OG Persona 5, I should say.
Yeah.
I did it!
Yeah, you can get away with not having the ability to switch party members, but I put it on anyway because A, I'm just doing an Arsene only run, and B, it's gonna, as I said, it's gonna be really useful with Okumura. So I want to get that out of the way.
T-Knight says maybe when they say S, they have to be careful not to spit on the mic. Maybe that might be
possible.
They're just trying to be careful about it. I don't know. It just sounds like a little kind of audio, not glitch, but just kind of artifact of some sort.
Yeah.
Perhaps going somewhere I don't normally frequent.
I accidentally maxed Ryuji and Haru stats with jazz clubs, says Birdman. Whoops. Yeah. It's. I don't remember ever going to the jazz club other than the first time.
I know some people go to it when to like increase the stats and get better skills for other party members. But yeah, I don't usually have enough free time to do that unless like I maxed out all the confidants and all my social stats or whatever. Just if I've done absolutely everything.
Knowledge outside of my studies.
Even OG Persona 5 is really easy, so Royal being even easier is like surprising almost, says Rido. I don't think OG was super easy.
Yeah, I think it was definitely more of a challenge than Royal.
I would say it was.
It's easier than
normal?
like yeah, I'd say it's about average, but yeah, it's easier than 3 certainly, and I guess it's about on par with 4 as well. The OG Persona 5.
There must have been people who obstructed your actions as the Phantom Thieves. You managed to overcome them because you had someone who specialized in...
Cora says in the original I did the same team and it worked. Yeah, I did that as well. I every time I got a new party member, I'd use them for a little bit and then I would trade it back to whoever I had previous. So I used Joker, obviously, and An, Ryuji, and Yusuke, and they were like my team throughout the whole of OG Persona 5.
Yeah.
With the occasional swap to somebody else just to try them out. Which is partially why I never really got into Haru in the original. Just because I never used her. And so never did her confidant. Whereas in Royal, I made a point of changing them out every palace. So I got to use them more often. So, yeah. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Firsthand for myself. Well, it's getting late. Let's go home. Thank you.
Chadster Slide says they should re-release P5 Scramble for better resolution and another villain for exclusively for PS5. I don't. It'd be nice if they did that as a free update or something. I don't know so much about adding another villain, but it would be nice to have bumped up resolution and stuff.
I think that would be better for DLC than do a Royal thing again.
That's the problem I have with Strikers though. There's no scope for DLC because they put it so story based and it has to follow within a certain timeline. It can't have DLC extra, battles or anything. It's not really possible. It really bugs me that they did it that way. It's Atlas's problem that they'd always do, where they always feel like everything has to tie together, so it kind of backs them into a corner for DLC.
Yeah.
Except for P3 dancing, where somehow Labris is there with Makoto Yuki at the same time.
My 100,000.
And they know each other. Like, how? Makoto Yuki shouldn't be there by the time Arena happens. It makes no sense.
You're back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we have to give away 100,000 yen, but we're gonna want to level up Chihaya as soon as. Which is probably why we're gonna be heading to Mementos, probably in the next part or the part after, because she's gonna give us a request soon to start off. But we just need to go see her again.
Robert Bell says Sumi for Persona 5 Scramble. Yeah, Kasumi would be cool to have, but I doubt they would do it. I didn't think they would get the numbers to justify. I'm not sure how well it did sales-wise, Strikers, but I can't imagine it was good enough to justify a Royal-style re-release with extra content. So does Retracted appearing people? I think I know who you mean, Birdman. Yeah. I don't know why they not only try to make it all connect and then they just kind of throw continuity out the window with that sort of thing. Like I said, Labris being in the 3 dancing game, and like Aigus knowing she's her sister, and Makoto Yuki being there at the same time Labras is there, and they know each other and stuff. Like, huh? What? And how does Hatsune Miku fit into all this?
Indeed.
Or Sho is in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. He's a DLC. That's like the one DLC the song I don't have for the dancing games. I do need to get it at some point, but it's sort of a song from what I've seen, like a remix.
An remix in the Persona dancing games?
Do you know the answer?
Say it isn't so.
Yeah. Gold. I think.
This is it.
There we go.
Exactly.
She just did it
Did
like
she just do the okay symbol?
Yeah, I just saw that. Oh, wow. I didn't know she did that. What the hell? You know, Kawakami, she's hit with the kids. Birdman says dancing is a way to commit retconning. Yeah, pretty much. Like, nobody even calls back to it, the dancing.
No.
Understandable in the 3 and 5 ones because their memories get erased.
Yeah, I was going to say, the memories get erased, but I suppose 4 doesn't, but they never really come up again anyway, so...
No.
And it's not necessarily retcon it, it's just, well, in 4, it's just that every time they've appeared since was before it happened, I think. Except for, I don't know which came first, Arena or...
Arena came first.
Dancing game in terms of continuity.
Oh, in terms of continuity?
Like, what, because it was like a year after that the dancing games take place, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
A year or 2 after?
That was also the case with Arena.
Yeah, I can't remember when Arena takes place in relation to dancing games, so they don't really talk about each other.
Yeah. Only the one place.
Chadster Slice says, I just played P4G on my PS Vita and it's just hard. It's a little easier on the PS4, I would imagine. Although, no, the smaller screen would probably help.
Yeah.
On the Vita. I don't know. It'll run better on a PS4.
Yeah.
If you have the Endless Night collection.
Yes.
There we go. It won't take
Icy
much.
Flame says, I played Fallout 4 and a settler stole my power armor. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Josh doesn't like Fallout. But
yeah,
I love Fallout 4. I love New Vegas is the best one in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, I know. But I think 4 gets crapped on way too much. But yes, I love that sort of funny little thing that can happen in Fallout 4, where a settler will just hop in your power armor and wander off with it. But it's just like, come back here. That's my power armor.
All right, we're able to start Akechi's confidant now. We do need to go speak to Chihaya again, but...
Best boy Akechi!
Oh, you're a bit late on there.
I know, I was looking at the chat.
Ah.
That is good to hear.
Oh, I saw somebody drew a picture of this bit recently on the Persona 5 subreddit.
Yeah.
And they were pointing out how Joker lost this because he's bending over so much he's getting distracted by his butt. It was like a picture of just Joker being like really jealous. And now I can't unsee it. He just like bends over so much.
See, it's such a shame we can't actually play the billiards. Just
yeah,
try.
it does it's kind of let down.
Yeah. Like, if we beat Akechi, then the little social points or whatever you call those musical notes will go up further.
Does either option fail?
I think, yeah, I think either option does fail.
Ryder says New Vegas looks good, but it's held together by school glue sticks that dried up and stopped working like 5 months ago. Yeah, I wish it was in a better engine. It wasn't in that same one the Fallout 3 one was in. But on that note, there are people modding Fallout 4 to have the entire world of New Vegas in it, which I really look forward to. It's called Fallout 4 New Vegas, I think they called it. And they have to re-record every voice line. They recently actually had an issue where they're reusing the old voice lines, and then Bethesda said, "Oi, stop it! You can make your mod, but you can't use the voice lines because that's obviously voice actors' work they're reusing. So they're having to re-record every line of dialogue from Fallout New Vegas." And they did a trailer for it recently, if you haven't seen it, where they showed the lottery guy, which was originally Yuri Lowenthal, in fact, who voices Yosuke and a million other characters in Persona. It's pretty well recreated, and it looks amazing. I can't wait for that to be fully released so I could play Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4's engine.
I would say it would be nice if Bethesda did a sort of remake New Vegas, but then there would just be new bugs.
Yeah, if they used the Fallout 76 engine, maybe, but I know they wouldn't do it justice. The whole thing with this Fallout 4 New Vegas is it's by the fans for the fans. It's very faithfully recreated, because one of the things that really bugs me about 3 and New Vegas is the gunplay is really kind of meh. It's very standard, whereas stuff like Fallout 4, because it was done by id Software, it was so much better, because obviously id Software does like Doom and whatnot. They know their gunplay very well. So I would really, really, really like to play New Vegas, especially if it's got the everything in it in the Fallout 4 engine. I would love that.
Yeah.
Cora says, "What's your opinion on the Devil May Cry series? Sorry if I asked this before." I don't think you have.
I recall somebody asking about my thoughts on Devil May Cry, but I do really like them. I've actually done reviews on all of them, from the original up to 5, a few years ago now.
Maybe you should make a bundle video.
Yeah, apparently.
Let's go.
But yeah, I really like them. I could see why some people might not like it nowadays because of its age, but I still get a kick out of it.
I played a little bit of 5. I enjoyed that one. I don't like Devil May Cry in general, but I enjoyed 5 because the combat was really fluid.
Yeah.
I felt like it sort of did what Arise did for Tales, where it was just like changed the combat so much that it, for hardcore Devil May Cry fans might complain a bit, but like newcomers it's a lot better for.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite curious if I haven't seen any comments about Tales of Arise's combat. If like diehard fans are like, no, it's terrible, or not. But I feel like that would be the sort of thing that will come up with Devil May Cry 5 and Tales of Arise.
All right.
Icy Flame says, "Did somebody say delicious pancakes?"
Yeah. But yeah, going back to Devil May Cry, as good as 5 was, I'd still say 3 was my personal favorite. And I don't think we need to talk about Devil May Cry 2.
Birdman's kind of just summing up the mess that the Persona series is in terms of how scattered it is, where he's listing off all the different consoles he has to play these things. I says, I like P5R on my PS4, but I have a P5S on my PS5. I have P4G on my PC, and P2P was emulated, but I haven't played P5R on PS5. That's the state of the Persona games right now, isn't it?
Still not as bad as Kingdom Hearts, as what that used to be.
That is so bad.
Where you had to get like a new system for every game. Yeah,
I suppose. But yeah, it's so annoying that you have to just jump all over the place for these things.
Yeah. And no doubt, if there's either a P3 remake next or Persona 6, we're going to have to play it on the PS5.
Yeah, on that note, Chester Sly here says, I want another Persona 5, just don't milk the game too much.
I think they already have at this point.
I think they're done. I can't see any more for the Phantom Thieves to do outside of an arena game.
Yeah.
Which for the many reasons that the 25th anniversary has been so disappointing, is that they didn't even announce a new game or anything like that.
Not yet, anyway. We still
Not
have
yet.
time.
A little bit of time, but yeah, it's been so disappointing so far. I really hope they come out with a P5 arena or something.
Why?
T93 says I think it would be pretty hard to make that mini game when it was than it was to do the darts one on the note of the billiards.
I don't think it could be. You could just
Well, they
copy
did it
Yakuza or
Yeah,
something.
Yakuza did it, and there's so many people who've covered a billiards mini game. You could practically just copy and paste. There's
Yeah.
a freaking Monkey Ball for one thing. Monkey Ball did billiards fine. How come Persona 5 can't?
Yeah.
Mario Luigi 27. I think is that new?
I believe
Oh,
so, yeah.
Welcome if you are new. Sorry if we forgot that you aren't. Akechi has got a couple delicious pancakes right here for you.
Wow.
I think referring to his leaning over so much with his booty sticking out.
Yeah.
Chester slices how ugly is the P5 the anime? It looks like crap. Not most of the time. It's fine. The combat is really meh.
Yeah.
And every time it does a all-out attack, it really sucks.
Yeah.
The all-out attacks are the worst ones. The combat is kind of meh, but every time it's slow and it's just like them walking around or talking or whatever, that's where it looks fine and can look downright beautiful. I think ugly's a little bit of a harsh way to put it. But
I mean, compared to like Persona 3 and 4, yes, it's a bit lesser. It's not as good, but
unfair to compare it to 3. That one was movie.
yes, but I believe both the P5 animation and Persona 4 Golden, the animation was actually done by a different company. So, yeah, obviously there's gonna be some different art styles.
T993 says the guns in Fallout 3 in New Vegas is very much like throwing a bullet. Yeah, it just feels like you aren't shooting. It doesn't feel good to shoot. It just feels really meh. It's just why my favorite thing to do in either one is a fully melee run. I enjoy doing those, like just running up to somebody with like a pool cue and insta killing them is always funny. Or you could get boxing gloves, I think, as well. You could just run up and punch their lights out.
You're back.
Right.
Johan Yarnstrom says someday I'll find a DMC 2 fan. Someday. Keep looking, buddy.
Yeah, indeed. We do need to go see Chihaya, but Hifumi's there.
Good evening.
We've come to this point now where we have so many confidants, it's hard to choose one now.
Chihaya's there more often, I think, so you can hang out with more.
I look forward to it.
Plus, Hifumi stalls at some point, doesn't she?
At some point, yeah, but that's at like rank 7 though, I think, where you have to get like max knowledge, I think.
Iceflame says bought SMT3 HD because it was on sale. Was not prepared for voice acting. Is it bad in that? I don't know.
No, not really. It's actually pretty good. But the original Nocturne on PS2 didn't have voice acting, so that's why it's a bit weird for people coming back to see voice acting in the HD version.
Also, Robin Bell says Kingdom Hearts is easier now. They have a bundle of all the games called The Story So Far. Yeah, they've done so many finals and final remixes and all that nonsense.
Yeah,
you can get it on just about anything at this point. They just announced it's coming to Switch along with Sora coming into Smash.
Yeah, the only games
but they're cloud versions for some reason.
Oh yeah,
I seriously doubt they're going to sell many copies of that.
No, I don't understand why it has to be cloud versions though. I mean,
if you take out Kingdom Hearts 3, all of them should be able to run on the Switch.
Yeah.
The only one I don't think could run is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
But even then, they got Witcher running on the Switch. They could maybe get Kingdom Hearts 3 running at maybe inconsistent 30.
Yeah, there's no way in hell it's gonna run as well as the PS4 version, but you mean it's possible. And
but
like with The Witcher, you'd have to like downgrade the graphics so much.
But yes, that is a good point. It is easier to get into Kingdom Hearts now, as well as they also have the summaries as well now that summarize the story. So
Yeah,
if you don't want to play the bits in between the main lines, you can just catch up. If you don't want to play Chains of Memories or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only games you can't really play in the HD collections are the Game Boy Chain of Memories, 358 Days Over 2 and Recoded. But honestly, you're not really missing much.
Kingdom Hearts is now as easy as counting 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 3. Says T-Knight. Yeah, their naming convention is certainly weird.
Yeah.
What have the announcements been so far, says Cora? I presume you're meaning about the 25th anniversary?
Just so far a concert and ice cream.
A concert, ice cream, and a picture.
Yeah.
Cards.
Oh yeah.
The cards, and that was it so far. 25th anniversary, everybody! Woo! A concert that not everybody can get to.
Hey!
Perma says you think they'd learn their lesson from the dancing games, right? No. Atlas, if anything, does not learn its lesson.
Wow!
Persona 9 Strikers Punishment All Night. Multimax, says Vermin. Yeah, that's what it'll come to at this point.
Yeah, I with the going back to the thing about doing another thing with the Phantom Thieves, I'm not sure what they could do.
No, I don't know either.
Story-wise, like you can't. What can you do to further the characters? Like,
yeah,
they've already done so much.
You've already gone as big as a full-on sequel / spin-off, so it's not really anywhere else you can go.
Every time someone asks for P5 on Switch, I just remember the 20-second loading time after battles on PS3. The problem is, I think a lot of times with Switch ports and stuff is lack of effort.
Yeah.
If you're not Nintendo, then if they're not Nintendo made, then they tend to be really lazy ports. Like there's literally like copy and paste the code and do the bare minimum to get it to run on Switch, and then that's good enough to them. They don't make it efficient for that console. They don't kind of rebuild it for that console.
And thus that gives people the wrong idea about the Switch, thinking...
Yeah, exactly.
They keep thinking, oh, it's because it's a less powerful console, whereas that's only, like, partly true. It's also... most of it's because some of these companies that aren't Nintendo are just really lazy about porting over their games.
Yeah, something like Breath of the Wild running perfectly fine, apart from whenever you're in the Korok Forest. It runs fairly well throughout the most of the game and whatnot. And Mario Odyssey runs great. Just because they've made it efficient for that console. They're making it purpose built for that console.
Yeah.
So it would be nice if they would just, put in the effort to build it properly.
Indeed.
Isn't Kingdom Hearts the game with the bad laughing scene? No, that's
Final Fantasy X.
10? Yeah.
Yeah, it's where Titus practices laughing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Titus.
In December they will announce Persona 1 Arena. Keep dreaming?
Yeah, no.
Acknowledge Persona 1? Are you kidding? Look, you got the Persona 1 protagonist in that picture. They've done all they can.
Yeah, what else do you want? Right. No phone calls.
How long till he confesses?
8 days.
Oof. It's gonna be a long time till the next palace, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll be going to Mementos at some point too.
Yeah, you've got like a ton of requests to do.
Yeah, no, but I'm just waiting until we get the first one from Chihaya, so that way when we come back, we'll be able to start her confidant. But that'll probably come in another part, I think. We'll do it in the middle of the story while we wait for the next palace.
It's open.
By the end of this stream, we should hopefully get to the end of those 8 days.
T983. So I find it weird they didn't put Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on Switch when they were able to put Final Fantasy 10, 10, 2, and 12.
Exactly.
Exactly. The only hindrance is Kingdom Hearts 3. We don't need to have Kingdom Hearts 3 right there. It's that bundle. If you could just put the rest of them on there, that'd be fine.
Indeed.
It'd be nice to have Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's not essential. At least not right away. Just make it physical. I think it was Nintendo Life did a poll recently, like after that announcement, like, will you be buying the cloud Kingdom Hearts 1, the Kingdom Hearts collection, the cloud-based one on Switch? And
Yeah.
it was like 80% no.
Yeah,
Like,
that sums it up.
Straight up no, I'll wait for a physical edition. Like, one of the options was no, I'll wait for a physical, or a full release or something, or I'd rather a full release or something like that. 80%, I think it was in the end.
Yeah, I think so.
They're not going to sell anything. They're going to sell like enough. They're going to sell some to like critics to try out, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if they want to send Josh a copy,
I don't think even I want that.
not even for free.
Not even for free. It's not worth it. I would much rather they just ported the games on an actual cartridge instead. And why even bother having it on Switch then? Because you can't take it anywhere. Because you have to be always online.
Yeah, you always have to have the internet. I'm also worried about latency in terms of input delay and stuff. It's just and a game like Kingdom Hearts, it really matters, especially for the super bosses.
Yeah.
You need a really good timing for those bosses, especially like Sephiroth and whatnot.
Yeah, and the lingering will with latency issues. Oh my god.
Atlas be like, hey P1 fans, we know we don't acknowledge you, but I hope ice cream makes up for it. Says Johan Armstrong.
I like the picture that comes with it, but that's it.
Yeah. They did a plushie though as well, didn't they? You can get plushies of all the protagonists now as well.
I
Like
didn't
Maya
see
has
that, no.
Maya has quite a cute little plushie.
I didn't see that.
MC plushie is also adorable.
I do kind of want a Maya plushie if that is the case.
Tatsuya is kind of but it's not bad. But I think you can get plushies of all the main people. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But yeah.
Birdman says, hope you get good at playing cards. We won't be doing that for a while.
T993 says, the thing with cloud versions is that you can try before you buy, so if it lags, you just don't buy. Yeah, but that's the problem. It shouldn't be lagging. There shouldn't be latency at all in a Kingdom Hearts. If they just made an actual physical release or something, then we wouldn't have to even be a worry.
Goodness gracious.
Birdman says, God of War, cloud version.
Yeah.
Imagine fighting Zeus like that. Jeez. Like all those quick time events.
Yeah.
Oh.
Persona dancing games, cloud versions.
Fine.
Of course, if P1 and P2 don't exist, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlas don't know that it exists. You just sweep it under the rug.
Apart from merchandise. That's pretty much what Persona 2 is at this point, and 1. Just, we know you have no way of playing these games, but buy our shit. Alright, we'll get to the memento stuff later. Dear God. People are naggy.
Devil May Cry cloud version says T903. I thought that's posing the interesting question. What are the worst possible cloud versions we could put on Switch?
Yeah.
Dark Souls cloud version. Even though we have the actual one. Cloud version to make it worse.
Yeah.
Trying to parry with latency. Although, let's face it, going up against an invader already is basically playing cloud version because they always
Yeah.
have terrible internet and just glitch behind you.
Just watch Happy Souls. That sums it up greatly.
Oh yes, if people do yourself a favor and watch Happy Souls if you have not seen it on YouTube. It is just one of the funniest animations you could ever watch on YouTube, especially if you played Dark Souls 2 or any Dark Souls.
Persona 3 is, in my opinion, a masterpiece, says Chester Slay. Yeah.
A lot of people like it a lot. I think it's got its issues.
Yeah.
That can't be overlooked, in my opinion. Like the I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, if anything, just because the broken confidant system or social link system with like the women and whatnot.
Yeah.
The repetitive kind of nature of kind of trudging through Tartarus as well.
Yeah.
Not being able to control your party members, stuff like that, kind of brings it away from being a masterpiece to me. But if you really like it, you really like it.
Which is why a remake could have so much potential, because they could fix those issues.
They could fix all the issues and make it amazing.
Yeah, because that would...
Birdman says here as well, P3 is good, not a masterpiece. T-Knight says P3 is okay, but not great. Exactly. It's a matter of opinion anyway. But I wouldn't call it a masterpiece just because it does have glaring issues. I think all of the Personas have glaring issues. I don't think any single one is a absolute perfect masterpiece.
Yeah.
Even Persona 5, as much as we love it, has its issues.
Yeah.
So, it's got it. I think the main thing with Persona 3 is the lack of party control is one of the biggest issues, as well as that social link system.
Persona 3 in general is just a bit of a tough game for newcomers to really enjoy, I find. Like, I had to play Persona 5 and 4 before going to that. And I'm just mainly basing my enjoyment of Persona 3 from those games, even though Persona 3 has a lot of things, to like about it on its own. Which again, which is why I want a remake so much, because there's so many things about Persona 3 I do legitimately love. Like, the whole idea of the Dark Hour is brilliant. I love it. It's so ingenious.
The final boss is one of my favorites.
Yeah, the final boss is great.
From a design standpoint, as well as the battle, I think is really good. And the final scene and everything with the boss, the final boss. Everything about that is amazing. And I would love to see that in full HD proper, as well as with game engines nowadays. Like, imagine being able to make Nyx the size of Yaldabaoth.
Yeah.
Because Nyx, she looked big for a PS2 game, but they could make her bigger.
Yeah.
In an anime scene with Nyx, she looks massive, but then you get into the combat, she's fairly small by comparison. If it were in like the Persona 5 engine, imagine how big you can make her look.
Yeah.
How intimidating that could be.
I just want to say, like, I'm concerned with the wording there, Akechi, for that text.
I'm alone right now.
I'll be there in 10, baby.
Baby, all you have to do is just call. Bernard says, I'm pretty sure P4 and P5 tag parents don't care for them. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Fucking Joker's parents just to get out.
Yeah, it doesn't even call once throughout the whole game. Yu's parents doesn't even check up on him throughout the whole of 4. This is probably why Yu and Joker want to stay in their respective places by the end of the game.
Korra says the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Yeah. That is one slight issue with the next fight, the repetitive Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. A little repetitive. And a mouthful. Very hard to say quickly. T993 says P3 is a start to full 3D Persona games and needs more fixes and quality of life upgrades like P4G got. Yeah, I feel like if they had something like that would be good. A P4G style update.
Yeah, Portable tried to do it, but it just chose...
It was hampered by the PSP's limitations. Oh yes, I love the scene.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Does Joker have spare glasses? Is he still wearing his?
I'm not sure. I can't see.
See, somehow he perfectly recreates his own hair, and yet I still can't find a wig that perfectly replicates it. I got the one I've currently got comes close, but Joker's hair is really hard.
His hair is impossible, basically.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Akechi.
It's just a bunch of people say the Arcana is which all is revealed in the chat now. Flames the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed in caps.
We got a lot of Knicks fans here.
Birdman says TAITMBWAIR. In short, the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed.
Perfect.
I'll see you later.
Titan Boar Wire.
Alright. Come on, level up.
Iwatodai is such an atmosphere, it's kind of similar to home, says Chadster Sly. I would say I like oh god, Yasuo Inaba best, then Iwatodai, then Shibuya. Because Shibuya, I feel like if I were to go to real world locations, Shibuya would be intimidating. Like, so big and busy. As much as I would love to go to Akihabara, it would be.
Yeah.
Geez. Or just Tokyo, I should say, not Shibuya.
It would be
going
a
to
nightmare.
Akihabara. Yeah, Akihabara would be great, but Tokyo is just so big and crazy. But, you know, Yasuo Inaba has the great kind of small town feel.
Yeah.
Country boys here that we are. And Iwatoda, I love that kind of by the sea kind of look.
How we doing with the plant? Yep. Let's start giving it some energy.
Icy Flame says Nyx is the real best deity. I think it's my favorite boss. My favorite final
definitely.
boss my favorite final boss for a mainline Persona game.
Yeah, my favorite antagonist in a Persona game is the one in here, like during the third semester. But in terms of the actual fight, yeah, I would say Nyx.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I think I'd probably agree with that.
Protein, and more protein. Is Akihiko running this? Akihiko was running this.
The Akihiko pack has arrived.
No good items this week. Well. Damn, and they're expensive too. Okay, so Makoto's available. On is, but she's not ready to level up, so I guess we're going with Mako-chan.
Chancellor Slices Union, but there's nothing much to do in that. But the city of Iwatoda, you can. Yeah, if you're a country bumpkin like us too.
Yeah.
Yasuo Inaba does appeal because we just like that small. We don't really like cities that much. Cities are too intimidating.
Well, mainly it's just because of my autism. I can't really stand like crowded places or whatever and loud noises. That's part of it anyway.
I just find them intimidating. They're big.
Well, yeah, that doesn't help
busy.
either.
Everybody's always going somewhere.
I see.
Cora says, I kind of wish they went to P4 hometown like P4 cast to P3 hometown. Yeah. It would be nice if they went to Yasuo Inaba or something. Which is what I was really hoping they would do in Strikers. You had the perfect opportunity. They're traveling around Japan. Have a stop off in Yasuo Inaba or something. Jeez.
Yeah, so this is what we were talking about earlier in regards to Makoto's confidant, is that there's perhaps a little too much focus on this girl Eiko and her troubles. But like I said, I would argue that that's kind of the point of Makoto's character. She's interacting with someone her own age and year and whatever. She's just basically learning from her experience what sort of...
Trying to understand.
Yeah, trying to understand what's, her youth, basically. She's trying to understand her youth and how she can help as the student council president. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people tend to just mainly focus on the fact that Eiko gets more screen time or more attention than Makoto does in her own confidant. But that's just me anyway.
Johan Yarnstrom says PQ1 and PQ2 flashbacks now since we were joking about the Akihiko comment. Protein!
Yeah. Doesn't help just hearing the snap. You actually got to see it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know, like a slight twitch whenever I hear the click.
Or Yusuke just like putting out his hand in Q2.
Oh yeah, doing the swipe out with his arm in Q2. In P5, there's an Easter egg that Rise is on TV. She's on billboards as well, yes.
Yeah, and if you linger long enough, there's Kanami Mishita. Mashita? I can't remember.
I believe. Mashita.
Yeah.
There's also references to the P2 gang, P4 gang, like Chie references.
I don't think the P2 gang get referenced, but
no, they do. There's the guy with who wanted to be who was a police officer or wanted to be a police officer. In P2. What was his name? He has glasses, like weird sunglasses, I think. What's his name?
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
There's a P2. He has like a sunglasses. I'm looking this up.
I don't remember anyone with sunglasses. Oh, Katsuya.
Katsuya?
Yeah, what about him? I don't remember this Easter egg at all.
There's a little Easter egg where he's mentioned. I think he's actually in an interview on the TV on certain day in this game. You can look at him. He's on the TV.
I don't remember this Easter egg at all. I mainly remember
you don't see him visibly, but like
I know, but
it's referenced it's describing exactly what he looks like in the thing. I think.
But yeah, I mainly remember just the Persona 4 gang getting referenced here. I don't remember seeing anything about P2. I'll have to look this up.
Yeah, Katsuya. Pretty sure. I'm looking him up here. Yeah, that is who I meant. He's got like weird red sunglasses.
Yeah, I forgot he wore sunglasses. I was thinking it was just regular glasses for some reason.
There you go. Persona 5, this is on his wiki. Persona 5, Katsuya is briefly mentioned on a TV program in Persona 5. He is described as a handsome detective with red sunglasses, showing he hasn't rid himself of his trademark shades.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Atlas haven't forgotten about P2. They just don't choose to do anything about it.
I think there's a Naoto reference as well. Something about the previous Prince detective.
I know
Chie
gets mentioned.
Yeah, because she's like a cop now. She mentioned she was going to in her confidant, if I remember rightly.
So just to double check, we do have there's Chihiya's confidant request. We'll sort that out eventually. Sojiro, for whatever reason, is not available. I guess we're going with Yoshida. Yeah, me as well. Sorry, Jude.
Everyone. Good evening. I feel indebted.
Icy Flame says, where was Nanako during the 9/11 incident? That game takes place in 2011, so she wouldn't have been born yet. And Chadster Sly says, not just that, but they treat Makoto Nijima like a robot. Yeah,
yeah, she doesn't understand people.
Yeah, and you even tease her for it at one point during the confidant, which doesn't help.
Katsuya, the cooler Tatsuya.
Yeah, I would agree. I liked Katsuya more than Tatsuya in Eternal Punishment. I'm saying right now, I know a lot of people really like Tatsuya, and more power to you if you do, but I don't understand it personally. It's like he was just a big jerk to Maya and the others, like, and understandably so. He has a good reason for it, but I feel like he could have just been a little bit nicer.
T993 says, if they remade P1, do you think they would have the US designs or the OG for the characters? The OG, they wouldn't go that. They wouldn't do that again.
No.
They've learned their lesson. Don't do that. Thanks for holding my sign for me. I could do it, but nah.
And Chester Sly says that's why you have the option to say beep boop for Makoto's confidant. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing that at some point. Alright, what rank are we actually at? I can't remember. 4. Still a long way to go, Jude, unfortunately.
All right.
We'll slowly get there. Although it seems like we didn't actually level him up a bit. Well, we didn't get any musical notes.
I shall ask you again.
That's surprising. I don't think that's ever actually happened before. Oh, well, looks like we got another chance anyway with the phone call. Yeah? Hey, there we go, just in time. Birdman says, did you know that a scrap mechanic called Doubts existed? Yes, I recall seeing that in a video, I believe it was by Faz, I want to say that's his channel's name. I apologize if that's not right, but yeah, I did see that. It's basically the same as the reverse tarot cards from Persona 3, and to a much lesser extent 4, because there was only like maybe a couple instances where that happened. But yeah, it's basically the same thing there, in that if you said the wrong answer or whatever, and pissed off the confidant, then the confidant would reverse. And you would have to spend a day making amends. And yeah, it was pretty annoying in Persona 3, especially. And even more so since the girls would often get pissed off if you hung out with other girls after ranking them up enough. Because, you know, we can't have you just choosing one girl throughout the whole game as your waifu or whatever. But yeah, Persona 4, I only recall that happening with but I'm sure there was probably another instance as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, agreed. C-Night, I'm glad they didn't put them in either.
How about you?
Right, so 2 people are responsible for July and August having 31 days. Do you know who these people are? That was Julius and Augustus.
This is it.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. Chadster Sly says, the Persona 1 images look cool, like the protagonist showing his shadow in the back. Yeah, that's the thing. I like some aspects of Naoya Todo, and some of the artwork on him can be really, really good, but unfortunately in the game itself, in Persona 1 itself, he just looks very generic, in my opinion.
Earring boy, for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, the reverse tarot card could happen with Naoto as well. I didn't know that in Persona 4. Interesting. Is I the girl that skipped classes? I remember getting a broken link from her. Yes, that's the same one. She's a bitch. I don't like her.
Horrible, horrible person. She was even worse in the anime, I thought.
Yeah.
Air pressure's been dropped.
From one of Jude's hated confidants to another.
I'm sorry.
I don't so much hate him as the person, it's the music. And the chats just go on forever.
Well, luckily, he says he's got things to do, so we don't need to level him up just yet. Since nobody's ready to level up, I think we'll spend this time hanging out with Carolina Justine, because it has been a while. And that does remind me, actually, I noticed last time, when we were able to make Floros, Eligor, one of the personas you need to make him, actually already has Tarakaja, which is the skill we need to actually put with Floro. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll spend some time with Carolina Justine afterwards. Let's register Arsene real quick, just to make sure I don't forget. Because unlike Strikers, you can it won't remind you to register him or any of your other personas, which I'm sure Jude was really happy to have.
Yeah, I never remember to bloody save them, so every time I come in, I forget.
Okay, so let's put Tarakaja.
What is your favorite unique persona skill? Mine is Morning Star, says Icy Flames.
It would be one-shot kill for me, I think, mainly just because of the visual aspect.
Yeah, I quite like one-shot kill.
Actually,
what's the one
no,
that I
no.
used it with Satan and killed Nyx like really quickly in Persona 3?
That's Black Viper, but actually, I'm gonna change my mind on one-shot kill. Riot Gun, which is basically the same thing, but it covers all enemies, is my favorite.
Oh yeah, that's Saturn Niles, isn't it?
That's Saturn Isles, yeah, and I think some other personas, but I can't remember for the life of me. Okay, so there we go. We got Floros, so Carolina Justine should be happy. Let's go and give that to them. There you go.
Do you need something now? Oh, indeed.
Oh!
Chancellor Sly says they should remake Shin Megami Tensei if, for a Persona prequel. Yeah, frequently known as Persona Zero, from what I understand. Yeah, that'd be interesting. If anything, since because they're sort of bringing back SMT with 5 now and 3 HD. It'd be nice, you know, get the bandwagon rolling. Get the ball rolling, I should say. There we go. I know phrases.
I know words.
Yeah.
So T93 says, I like that Royal adds traits. Yeah, it's very useful when you're not doing an Arsene only run. It's very useful.
Yeah. It was a pretty cool addition. I do hope they bring it back for later games.
Obviously, they're going to remove it for the base game and then add it back in the Golden/Royal version.
Yeah. Birdman says, my favorite skill is between Hasao Tobi and Phantom Show. I can't remember what Phantom Show is, but Hasao Tobi, that's Yoshitsune's, and yeah, normally that's very useful against the Caroline and Justine boss fights for New Game Plus, but unfortunately we can't put that on Arsene because that's Yoshitsune exclusive, so I have no idea how I'm going to beat them this time, because I usually use Yoshitsune and Hasao Tobi. For Anko, it's Black Viper or Riot Gun. Been destroying enemies with Riot Gun and Strikers with my powered-up Arsene. Awesome. But yeah, as Jude was saying, Black Viper is very useful for Nyx, especially in Persona 3 when you level him up enough. Satan, I should say.
With a charge as well.
Yeah. I meant skills that couldn't be transferred, says Icy Flames. Not sure about too many. The only one I know off the top of my head is Die For Me, which is Alice exclusive. And Hasao Tobi as well, which we just mentioned is Yoshitsune. So I guess I would probably have to go with that just because of how useful it is against like the Reaper and the as I was saying the Carolina Justine optional boss. So there we go. We have Lockdown now. So I think I'm just gonna quickly put Arsene in there, so that way he has some improved stats, and we should get another skill from him.
Now.
All right. So what we got this time?
Farewell.
Please bring us a Phoenix with counter. Okay, we don't have a counter skill card or whatever for now, but if we can somehow get it while fusing, that'd be great. I know we do have Phoenix in the list already for when we do a fuse by results. So let's see if are we able to do that now?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but worth a check. Oh, Thunderbird's available. That's a new persona for Royal. There's Phoenix. Does not look like it. We'll have to level him up. Or
Is
hang
that
out with
a new
Caroline.
addition to Royal to have that inherited sign?
You okay with this?
What inherited sign?
Right there.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before.
What do you mean, what inherited sign? They're all over the place.
Yeah, it's a bit faded, so I didn't see. Yeah, I think that's new. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you, as you've just seen. I've only just seen that for the first time. Anyway, so let's put Arsene in lockdown, and we'll use some incense to help level him up further as well. This will help for now until we eventually do get the gallows during the 4th palace, or afterwards, wherever it comes in.
Make a choice, inmate.
All right, let's put him in.
Light some incense?
Yes, I will.
Which incense are you gonna light?
Only luck +1, but oh well, maybe that'll help with our critical attacks.
I'll take good care of you.
Right. Okay, so we gotta go pick them up. I think it's every 2 days that they'll be ready, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, you can't leave them too long.
No slacking off.
Ah, crap. Oh, I know. I need to speak to Caroline outside to start the hangout session, so... or do I? Oh, actually, come to think of it, I don't think they, come out when they're raining. When it's raining, isn't it?
What would you say is your favorite Velvet room?
I would say the elevator. I remember getting this question before. Yeah, I would say the elevator from Persona 3, personally.
I was just weighing it up between the elevator and the prison. I think elevator as well.
Yeah. I guess we'll hang out with Yusuke for a bit then.
Who's that extra in the background going, wow, wow,
I don't know.
wow.
I love it. I'm surprised none of the extras have sounded like Owen Wilson.
Persona Q's Velvet Room says Icy Flame. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not bad. It's just you don't really get to see most of it that much. So, like, it's
Yeah,
just a door
unfortunately.
and then a table, isn't it? There's not a lot to it.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's just the 2 doors behind them as well. T993 says, if they remade Persona 3, what do you think the sub-name would be? The subtitle? Master of Shadow?
I was just thinking, so we got Golden, we got Royal. So it's gotta be something kind of regal.
You're back.
Dreading?
No, it would be more like just Dread.
Yeah. Persona 3 Dread. Yeah, sure. Can go with that. Just like put Metroid Dread and Persona 3 Dread side by side.
Yeah.
Why does Raoul have a blunt in his mouth? Says Chattersly.
It's
Not
a
really
cigar, says Birdman. So it's the cigar that he has in his mouth.
Hmm. Right, who we got now? Sojiro. Cheerful Fortune Teller, which we can't do yet. And we got Oya as well, but Oya is probably going to be one of the lower priority confidants to level up. There's not really much you get
Bottom
there.
priority, I think, almost all the time.
Yeah. Hifumi's ready to level up. Sure, why not? We've got plenty of time for Sojiro, I think. It's just mainly his curry where it will need, but that'll be useful for the next palace. Johans Yarnstrom says, nah, P4 Velvet Room has a comfy chair, so it's a win.
P4 one's a cramped one, though.
Yeah, well, they got the alcohol there though, to help him get by. Which does make me want to see Drunk Igor and Drunk Margaret.
Good evening.
And Birdman says, I didn't know Persona 3 was in Metroid Dread. Yeah. Alright, I didn't quite see how many days we had left. We are getting there to the end of the stream.
It should be like 2. I should be like 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah. Damn, that didn't work. Do you like Kawakami? Says Chad's just like, yeah.
As a person, and her confidant is interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much the Dayton youth.
Yeah, we mentioned it. Yes. Apart from that, we were mentioning in a previous part that we did find her to be like the best confidant outside of the party members. But yeah, she's got a very interesting arc. While she has her ups and downs as a person, she's overall probably one of the better confidants, I would say. And Icy Flame says, I don't believe for one moment Igor isn't smashed all the time. I mean, yeah, that could be where his eccentricity comes from. Maybe like when he's off the booze or whatever, he's actually just like really depressed.
Actually,
just talks normal, like
yeah.
So instead of like you got the Igor, it's just hi, I'm Igor.
You alright?
You alright? Yeah.
There we go. That's also going to be fairly useful chance for a follow-up by a backup member if Joker downs an enemy. It doesn't happen often, but when it's useful, it's useful.
Birdman says, tired, gotta go. See ya. See ya. We've
See
only
ya
got 8
later.
minutes left. So, but
yeah,
see ya.
we're about to be ending soon
Yeah.
anyway. But thank you for coming in.
until next time.
Alright, got another chance. Yeah? Damn it.
No!
I failed.
Damn you! Damn you!
We'll have we'll have another chance. Damn it.
One of these days. Icy Flame says Igor absolutely has a Chicago accent when he's sober.
Yeah.
Not even like a proper Chicago accent, I feel like. It'd be like Dan Aykroyd's Chicago accent from Blues Brothers.
Alright, now what? 4 days. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna have to wait until next part to see Kanashiro's change of heart. Oh well. Okay. So again, nobody's ready to level up. Yeah, we're gonna have to like make an effort for somebody at this rate. So yeah, let's just do Ryuji, because he's getting there. to like being nearly done with his confidant.
What's up? Hey.
Yeah, let's go hang out with him somewhere fun. Did we go here already? No, we didn't, so let's go.
Let's go.
Chadster Slice says Joker cannot get off text messages. They keep calling him every evening.
Yeah.
This major problem I have in this game is whenever you finish a palace or whatever before they confess, they just every day it's just like, did it work? It's like, yes, it bloody works. Stop messaging me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Damn it.
Wanna head back?
He's not ready to level up next time.
Damn you! Well, you got a phone call, weren't you?
I don't think so. No, that wasn't a proper confidant scene there. That was just us hanging out. Any news? No. Oh yeah, not right now. We're not ready yet. So I guess we'll hang out with Sojiro. Let's get him up finally, since we've been waiting for so long.
Well,
Awful.
Terrible. Do it
Again.
again.
Oh, go on up, you stubborn bastard.
Okay, so just looking up here, apparently the references you can see to previous Persona characters in Persona 5 is Kanami, Rise, which we know, Yukari, Chie, Akihiko, Katsuya, Adachi, and Teddy.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell Teddy comes up with. I'm pretty sure Naoto gets mentioned, but I could be wrong.
Interesting that Katsuya is the only character from either Persona 1 or 2 to get mentioned. Chancellor Sly says, Metal Gear Rising is a perfect 7 out of 10 game for me. Oh, don't let Raido see that.
Yeah, Raido will be upset with you.
Personally, I would give it maybe like an 8.5 or so. It's a great game, for a different reason than the solid games. But yeah, I have some issues with it, like some sort of minor issues that I would love to see tweaked in the sequel, if they actually do ever make a freaking sequel, which would be nice.
Ha! As if.
Yeah, and it's been like 8 years since that came out, so yeah, I'm not crossing any fingers. Oh my god, rank 4. We're this far in and we're only at rank 4. Anyway, at least we got Curry.
He is a stubborn bastard.
He gets better like towards the end of the confidant. He becomes less stubborn. But yeah, he gets annoying. At least we got the Curry now to help restore everybody's SP.
now then.
Oh man, kindness is like the biggest pain in the ass to level up.
Yeah, it always is. It's always the one that lags behind.
Yeah. Alright, we got another chance here. Damn it.
Dink. Oh.
Bummer. I love it so much that I have Raiden's replica sword, says Chaster's like,
Ooh.
wow, awesome.
That's cool.
It is a pretty cool sword. Okay, and...
Does it slow down time?
No.
Does his replica sword slow down time, I mean?
No, I know, but I mean, that's not what Raiden's sword does.
Doesn't it go into slow-mo when you try and slash people?
It does, but that's not anything to do with the sword. But anyway, yeah, so we're all good now. We'll save... how many days have we got left? 3 days. So, yeah, we'll get to see Kanashiro's change of heart next time. But thank you, everyone, for joining us yet again tonight. And as for my projects, last week I did a review of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, thanks to Sega giving me an early review copy, so go on and watch that. I'm currently working on my No More Heroes 3 video. Got the script ready, got the voiceovers done, all ready to go. We should be able to put all the game footage I've captured onto my voiceovers starting tomorrow, and it should hopefully be out later this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, Jude, have you got anything?
I just posted on my Facebook a little quick build I did, just for the funsies. I made the Ape Escape Peak Point helmet, because we love Ape Escape. We grew up with Ape Escape, and I just kind of wanted it, so I just posted on my Facebook about that. I have many projects in the works. I'm hoping to get a new video out by the end of the month, maybe even 2 this month, but I can't really say what they are yet. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Same time next week. Yep, we do these streams every Sunday, same time. It's 9 o'clock in the UK, but I'm not sure what time it'll be everywhere else.
Same Phantom time, same Phantom channel.
Yep, pretty much. But YouTube will let you know for each time zone anweanyway. But
you can hit the little bell notifier thing.
Yeah.
Or Josh in the morning, the day of, will put up a thing, like a premiere thing, and then you can say set reminder as well if you want to make sure you get notified.
Yep. And glad you enjoyed it, T9. Thank you again for coming in. And thank you to everyone else as well for coming in. And hope you stay tuned as well for part 13. Take care.